What up, y'all? Thanks for showing up. Appreciate you take your time. I can't words. I appreciate that you take your time to come and listen to this fool with this foolishness. Like and subscribe, do all those things that the other YouTubers do that are more successful. Also, before I get to whatever I'm going to talk about today, because just off the brain, it'll be a little bit of Halo stuff, among other things. But I want to say thank you to everybody who supported me with the video. I released a video a couple of days ago on YouTube. I'll put the link in the description and all that good stuff. And yeah, I appreciate the love and support. Let's keep it going. The plan is, though, one a month. Not at that scale, because that video took a minute to make. But something a little morsel sized. So that's what's up. I have a song already ready. The song's not ready. Most of it's written. Got to finish it up. I'm trying to finish it up this week, and then try to do the rest of the video stuff. That makes sense. But anyway, that's behind the scenes stuff. Anyway, topics. So I have 1.5. One is Halo Infinite, the flight. I played a good amount of it, enough of it to have an opinion. I talked about it on the podcast, but I'm gonna talk about it here because it's a little snippet. This is gonna be a quick one. I always say that, and it's never quick, but this is gonna be a quick one. And I want to talk about David Jaffe's response to the Twitch hack leak with the monies, how much people making. So, Halo Infinite. I'm sorry, I'm hot. Halo Infinite. Okay, so first, I'm not a multiplayer dude. I'm like, okay, whatever. Just give me the campaign, Cortana, Rebirth, whatever the story is. I'm interested. I'm in. You know what I'm saying? When they showed the original campaign gameplay, I was like, that's all right. I mean, it don't look all that good, but it's all right, right? I played the multiplayer. I was like, yo, how did they spit shine this game? As I recall, in the past, the multiplayer never looked as good as the single player campaign. Never, ever. So I'm looking at the multiplayer right now, and I'm like, that looks better than what they showed. I was playing it on my Xbox One X, and it looked beautiful. I was like, okay, all right, 343, they done did, I don't know what they did. Also, I'm on Twitter here, obviously, and I have seen no negative on as far as Halo Infinite. This is the first time I've ever seen like just a mass of kind of opinions or people talking about stuff on Twitter. And like Twitter is like Twitter's like whatever's gonna happen is gonna be everywhere. People talk this and that. You know, it's if you got it set up a certain way, you can get some rough stuff on Twitter, right? But you can get it all like, oh, this is romper room Twitter. I only have happy rainbow unicorns. You can do that too. I'm just like, gates open, let's go. You know what I mean? I don't care. I'm not that sensitive. At least I don't think I am. Anyway, I haven't seen like any negative. I mean, I've seen some people trying to be negative. You know, Real J-Dub 2 is up there. He's talking about the sneakers that they just announced. I'm like, you got nothing on Halo, so you got to talk about the sneakers. And then there's a Porter Rock. He's out there talking about, you call this high quality, top tier? I'm like, look, if you want to play a single player Sad Dad Simulator, you go get yourself a PS5 and you go be sad about, you know, whatever sad dads are sad about. Have fun. Although, according to Sony, video games don't need to be fun, which is kind of an oxymoron. Doesn't make sense. Video games is escapism. Escapism usually fun unless you're that type of person who likes torture or pain. I guess people enjoy pain. I think maybe because they're addicted to the endorphins that are released when the pain happens. You know, so it's kind of a physiological type of process. Did I say that right? I don't know. You know, if you get hurt real bad, you go into shock, and then your brain starts pumping the juice, and you're like, okay, I'm in shock. That's your body protecting itself from just, you know. Some people just like to press that button, I guess. I don't know. So, look, if that's your thing, I'm not gonna kink shame. If you like the pain, then you go play some PlayStation 5. Okay, that sounded wrong. I'm not saying that all PlayStation 5 games aren't fun. But it's not a prerequisite, according to Sony, that the games have to be fun. Last of Us 2, not fun. But Game of the Year? I don't know. Anyway, we're not talking about, we talk about Halo. And the positive tsunami of just positivity. And it's, I guess there's a couple of clips. And they're all short. I mean, 30 seconds, that's actually a long clip. But all the clips on Halo Infinite, on Twitter or wherever you find them, they're all short. You go to YouTube, there's like 15-second clips, 20-second, 30. I think 30 is probably the longest clip I've seen. But they're all just like, yo. If you see like 5 or 10, there's a lot of them. You see them all put together, you're like, yo, what is this game where you in a warthog, right? Or you're like on the ground, you got 3 enemies in a warthog, you go hijack the warthog, and then you drive the warthog off the cliff with the 2 enemy dudes in there, because they don't know. They're like, oh, we're just shooting and stuff. And then you jump out, grapple hook, and save yourself, and they die, you get a double kill. Or you might get a triple kill if you kill the first dude. So I saw that, I was like, okay. And then I saw, someone was in Dragonfly, whatever the UNSC flying ship, not the Pelican, the smaller one, right? He was flying around and somebody grapple hooked onto him, boom, knocked him out, right? Then the dude fell out, grapple hooked back, took it back, and then the dude who he knocked out, who originally stole it, grapple hooked back, stole it back. I was like, wait, what's going on? I couldn't understand it. It was so, the 12-on-12 big team battle is bananas. Just watching it is fun. Imagine playing it. It's so good. And like I said, I'm not the multiplayer dude. I'm like, man, y'all can play that. I'm good. I just want Master Chief like, Cortana, what do I do now? Oh, don't worry. That's one of those Master Chiefs that you gotta be like, yo, watch him, and he can't live near the schools. That's what that was. Sorry. But yeah, man, they 343 deserves rounds of applause, fruit baskets, whatever kind of basket, just give it to them, because they did their thug thizzle on this. Everybody was like talking shy, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, 343 sucks, put Bungie back on Halo. And I'm over there looking at Destiny 2, whatever. And I'm like, I mean, Destiny's cool. The loop is dope. You know, they got some good animations and it looks fun, but their multiplayer is garbage. Nobody's talking about Destiny 2's multiplayer. Nobody's playing Destiny's 2 multiplayer. Why? Hot garbage. Compared to this, come on, son. I was like, phew. And like I say again, I'm not even a Halo player like that. And I can see the difference. I can be like I could be slightly objective because I'm looking at it. I like Halo, like I said, generally speaking, and I didn't really get into Destiny because I felt like the story was kind of, I don't even know the story. It feels like it's convoluted. It feels like it's like, I don't know, there's a blue lady with no hair, and then they killed the Nathan Fillion robot dude who was like that's my favorite character that I didn't know anything about, but he's dead. So why do I need to play this? Is the wizard still on the moon? I don't know what's going on. I mean, maybe it's good. The fact that I don't care is a problem. The fact that, like, someone like me who doesn't know anything about the lore on Destiny, right? There are no hooks that they're setting out there to say, yo, check out the story, yo. This is a cool story. It's like, and I think that's a problem with the silent protagonists. You know, it's like you, and there's just a giant story around you. That's a problem. Halo doesn't have that problem because Halo is Master Chief, Cortana, the Covenant, the Banished. There are, characters. And even though Master Chief is not a silent protagonist, you still feel like you're Master Chief, or you're living this story through the eyes of Master Chief. And the fact that the backstory of how Master Chief became a Spartan, like the first Spartan 2, I believe. Unless, I mean, there's plenty of stories out there. There's probably some other ones, but I don't know. Anyway, he was a success story because he didn't die, basically. And how it happened, how he was kidnapped as a kid, and how the whole Spartan 2 program was. It's a horror story, basically. If you want to look, I want someone, an independent filmmaker out there who got skills with CG and all that stuff. Not me, thank you. To go out there and make the horror story that is the Spartan 2 program. Call it Halsey's I don't know what you want to call it, but look, a crazy, or I don't know. Anyway, a doctor goes through the motions of getting this program off the ground. In order to do that, they need to, I don't know, kidnap children and replace them with clones of themselves that will ultimately die soon thereafter, because the clones are faulty, and that's how they did. Whatever, it's reasons. I mean, I don't know all the details, but that was the thing about the clones, where the clones were not as good as obviously the original kids. It's a weird horror story, right? Imagine you're in the eyes of little Johnny, and he's in his bed, he's all snuggled, and he's like, "Yo, I'm gonna sleep tonight," right? And then Halsey and her crew come, boosh, there he is, good, and he's like, "What's going on in there?" And then they throw in like a body snatcher clone. I don't even know how they did it. So, I mean, I'm sure there's lore out there that explains all that stuff, but I don't know. I'm just saying, it's a horror story. And I'm still intrigued. I need to go do some research, honestly. I know I'm talking on my ass, but I need to go do some research and see what it is exactly, so I could be like, okay. But as I understand it, what I've seen, as far as I've watched Halo Legends, I watched all those shorts. They explain one of the characters. I forgot her name. Is it Sarah? I'm not sure. She's like the Red Spartan. They explained how she was replaced and her clone was in a wheelchair, and I think she was dying, or I don't know if she died. And she actually goes back to visit her clone. It's some weirdness happening. And also, besides that horror story, the horror story of them actually becoming Spartans, I'm sure the Spartan 4s, the new Spartans, where they just take adults who, volunteer instead of being kidnapped. That's a better program. But back in the day, the little kids, it's kind of like the Captain America program. You get them with the super serum and they grow up and they're big, but they're like 8 feet tall, I was like, hold up, that kid was not 8. It's so weird because they're like little kids, like a 9-year-old kid, 8, 9, 7, however old, right? And they hit them with the Spartan juice, and now they're 8 feet tall with a little kid head. I'm like, huh? Wait, It just has horror story written all over it, and a lot of it is not really looked into. And those are the kind of the things that pique my interest about Halo that nobody talks to. It's not part of the game. It's just like Master Chief. Yeah, he's about, I guess he's 40 now. I don't know, something like that. But it's so interesting. It's very interesting, and like I said, as an outsider on some things Halo and most things Destiny, Halo still has a more interesting story and group of characters. So there you go. But Halo Infinite Halo Infinite is going to dominate this holiday season. COD what? Battlefield who? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I'm not even can't say it. I'm not even wasting brain cycles on them games right now. I'm like, yo, when it hits on December 8th, I'm gonna be like, Game Pass, I'm gonna pre-download it. What day is the 8th? I don't even know. Maybe I'm not gonna take off. Or maybe, I don't know. I might. It's the 8th. Actually, I might be off. Doesn't matter. Look, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play the multiplayer. I'm gonna be like, yo. And if I'm like, okay, this multiplayer is pretty good, I need a break, I could go into the single player, or vice versa. I'm gonna play the single player, and I'm like, yo, I need a break. I just need to run around, shoot fools in the face. Boom, multiplayer. Let's go. Big team battle, baby. Jump in a warthog, run them off the cliff, baby. So good. I haven't seen hype like this for a game. And like I said, this is just the flight. You see what they do? You see this? You see this craziness right here? He took a grenade. He took a plasma grenade under the warthog. This is capture the flag on fragmentation. He took the grenade and he chucked it under there. Boom, it explodes. He grapple hooks it. It flies over the whole map. He goes, grabs the flag. Come on, son. How this is the essence. This is what Halo is. This is what Halo has been from the jump, and this is what it continues to be. And this is what separates this from Fortnite, from Apex, from Warzone, from all of those. Because it's right there. That's what it is. Sorry, that's it. That's it and that's all. And none of them games are doing that. Not even Destiny ain't even doing that. You know what I'm saying? So they got the winning formula. I'm just looking at this. I'm like, wait, what? How do you hit and then the what? That grapple shot has changed, literally changed this game and changed the game as far as these shooters, right? Imagine if there was a grapple shot of this magnitude with the physics in, like, I don't know, a Fortnite. Would that even work? You know? I don't know. Fortnite feels a little slower, a little more floaty at times. I'm not gonna say all the time, because when you're doing the vertical building and shooting like one-on-one, that's a little different. You know what I mean? But you know, Fortnite is more about, you know, getting your Marvel skin or whatever. But anyway, I thought this was a short one. Once again, I guess I won't talk about I'll do another video with the David Jaffe stuff, but I'm done pretty much. It's just Halo Infinite is so nice. You know, you can go on Twitter and check out all the good stuff. You know, they're talking about it. Blah, blah, blah. Well, this is a bad. Actually, I didn't do the right, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, it's some good stuff here. Some good stuff here, and it looks pretty good too. I ain't gonna lie. So yeah, once again, I appreciate you guys hanging out. Appreciate all the love on the On You video. Once again, go in the comments below, let's talk about this, let's talk about the video. Go watch the video. I appreciate it much, and I'm working on the next one. Always working. Working. That's it. Tilt the weight.